Okay, good morning to all and welcome to Supply Chain Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Onjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so still students are joining, so let them keep joining. We in the previous class we completed chapter on designing distribution networks, and we studied about the 6 design options or 6 types of distribution network designs. Okay, so we also learned about the factors influencing distribution network design and how to select a particular distribution network design. Okay, so we came across some concepts like a package carriers, for example. Okay, examples I gave: Federal Express, Blue Dart, UPS, DHL. Okay, so now Federal Express is one among the largest package carrier company in the world. Okay, country of origin is United States of America. In fact, FedEx, okay, how it is called as in US, Federal Express, so is called as a FedEx in the US. Okay, being a package carrier company, it has become a big brand. Okay, so the brand awareness is very high. The brand has a particular positioning. In fact, FedEx is a company that started Sunday deliveries in America for the first time. Okay, and even there was a Oscar award-winning movie by name Castaway, starring Tom Hanks, who won the best actor in a leading role award for that year. So movie name of the movie is Castaway. So he works in the company Federal Express. So, okay, the company is shown in the movie. Okay, and also after the movie, the movie was a big hit as well. The actor won award for best actor in a leading role, Oscar award. Okay, then there was a TV commercial also based on the movie. Okay, which was released by Federal Express. So we will today, there is a 20-minute video of Federal Express and UPS, both their global competitor is UPS. So this 20-minute video I'm going to split into 10 minutes each. So for now I will play first 10 minutes of the video. So we'll learn about how Federal Express and UPS manage their package carrier business. Okay, so I hope you understand. I hope you know what Blue Dart does. Okay. Okay, so for that matter, even VRL, okay, couriers and cargo in Hubballi, okay, so also does is into same business. Okay, so they collect the packages, okay, from customers. Customers may be individual customers like me and you, or it may be a company also, a factory also. Okay, and then they bring them into a warehouse. Then, like a post office, they segregate them depending on their destination. Then these cargoes are loaded onto different trucks, leaving for different cities. And in those cities again, okay, they are unloaded into a warehouse, respective cities, and home deliveries arranged for. This is what Blue Dart does, Federal Express does, also VRL Logistics does. Okay, so how they do their business? Federal Express being one of the largest package carrier company in the world, they handle millions of packages per night or per day. Millions of packages. It is unbelievable. So let us see now a video on Federal Express and UPS functioning. Okay, who are package carriers? Okay, who make a last mile delivery? Who make home deliveries on behalf of their clients? Okay, so but I will play only first 10 minutes. Then I will go ahead with the class. Then in the last 10 minutes of the class, I will play the remaining video. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and one more very important instruction. Okay, I have downloaded the video, so the video and audio quality will be very high, not a problem. But you need to plug in your earphone. Okay, you need to plug in your earphones because there are
Okay,
no
sir.
subtitles. There are no subtitles. You have to listen and understand. Though they show the video, but you have to listen and understand. Okay, it is an American accent. So please use your earphones. I repeat, please use your earphones for clear audio. Okay, so I'm going to make the share now. Okay, so can you see this image?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to play the video.
Every day, two titans face off in a mad dash to move more than 25 million packages. Every second counts as a complex system of jaw-dropping automation.
It's almost like a Willy Wonka type thing.
Feeds an army of trucks on the ground and a fleet of planes in the sky. It's the delivery giant versus the leader in overnight, in a race against time and each other.
Coke and Pepsi is a great way to look at it.
With billions at stake, which company can do it faster, cheaper, smarter, and keep up with an e-commerce revolution?
I'm Brian Shackman, and tonight we take you inside the package war.
UPS and FedEx deliver nearly 6.5 billion packages a year, practically a package for every person on the planet.
Routine 77, Aircraft 265 ramp tower.
FedEx made Memphis their home base, dubbing the 832-acre complex the Super Hub.
FedEx has made Memphis International Airport the busiest cargo airport in America.
UPS is also strategically located near the heart of America. Brown calls its mega complex Worldport.
UPS chose Louisville, Kentucky as a hub because of location. Here, you're a 2-hour plane flight from 75% of the United States. What's so special about this spot?
CNBC went behind the scenes with both
That's what's known as a unit load device.
to show you the amazing journey from this to this. UPS might be best known for its Brown delivery trucks, but it's also the world's 9th largest airline.
I'm inside a Boeing 757 that just came in from Guadalajara, Mexico. They're bringing all the cans out to go into the Worldport for sorting.
Sorting. It's what both hubs were built for, routing packages from one plane to another. The sort, as workers at both companies call it, is where you see the shipping magic at work.
At Worldport, UPS can sort up to 416,000 packages an hour. And a night, 1 million. During a peak season like Christmas, 1.6 million packages.
As for FedEx, it's not just a company, it's a verb.
You mind FedExing those bad boys?
Just a few minutes before 11 p.m. on a Monday at the hub in Memphis, Tennessee for FedEx, and some of the 10,000 workers are streaming in for the night sort, which can handle up to 2 million packages in a single night. And as you can see, they're in winter gear because Memphis is expecting snow. It's right about midnight, and all the planes are starting to stream in. They have to get them all within a very tight window to make sure the sort goes off on time. This particular 777 came in from Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris.
Traveling to Paris, Mexico, and beyond, it's staggering to think that combined, the companies have about $90 billion in revenue. Especially when you consider both companies' humble beginnings. In 1907, Jim Casey founded the American Messenger Company in Seattle. By the time it was renamed the United Parcel Service in 1919, men in brown were delivering around 2,200 packages per day. In 1959, daily volume surged to 723,000. With each generation, exponential growth. By 1982, UPS introduced next-day air service, and volume hit 6.4 million. The volume just keeps growing. In 1973, former Marine and Vietnam vet Fred Smith founds Federal Express. On its first night in business, delivering 186 packages. By year 2, daily volume passes 10,000. 20 years later, shorter delivery times and a shorter name. The newly coined FedEx delivers nearly 2 million packages per day. In 1998, FedEx launches ground and home delivery, and by 2010, FedEx is up to 8 million packages. Today, when you combine the two delivery giants, it's almost 25 million packages a day. Back on the sword, it's easy to see where today's growth is. Internet retailing. Hewlett-Packard, Dell, Walmart, Amazon.
This is one of our many areas.
UPS's Mike Nepal runs Worldport, host to a nightly cascade from Amazon.
How big are they to your business?
They comprise a lot of our business. They're one of our strategic shippers.
How big?
Big, we'll probably do about 20 to 40% of their volume here.
In the air and on the ground, reputations are on the line each and every night.
We're taking a piece and trying to find a way to get it to his home.
So this is where the great sort happens. For 4 hours every night, each next day package travels the 155 plus miles of conveyor belt, getting bagged by zip code, apartment building, even large individual customer.
These are going to Illinois.
Tonight, Kabira Murray covers the letter C.
Being a C person, you do a ton of Chicago.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that can happen? You send it to the wrong place?
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
When we visited FedEx, it was Cyber Monday, and the intensity became more than a virtual headache. A snowstorm meant late arrivals and even more pressure inside the sort. None of the planes here can take off until the sort is complete and they're loaded to go.
Honestly, it's about twice the freight, so I'd say it's about twice the stress. It gets pretty intense.
Chuck Bryson flips between the more than 250 cameras used to monitor and regulate the sort.
See, when I extend that diverter, now I'm taking freight from 2 belts and putting it onto 1.
He should be done by now. Over 200 planes are waiting on the tarmac.
It's 3 in the morning. What's going on in the command center?
Okay. We're wrapping up our sort at this time.
40 minutes late.
Wasn't a total smooth night though, right?
It was not.
At what point in terms of lateness would it have made you nervous about getting things on time the next day?
Well, this is pretty close to that boundary.
With the first planes departing so late, distribution centers around the country have to move even faster to make their morning deadlines. But then again, employees are trained to expect every possible contingency. Well, not everyone.
What's the strangest thing that's happened on these monitors based on what you've done?
I think it might have to be the time that the box of fresh Maine lobsters broke open somewhere on the belt system, and 58-pound lobsters came straight up this belt, and people just scattered.
They were smart. They'd have grabbed and put in their jacket.
Yeah.
Whether it's lobsters on the loose or snow on the ground.
Our customers don't care that it's sleeting and snowing in Memphis. They want their package and they want it delivered on time.
Coming up on Inside the Package Wars. Engineering speed with extreme automation.
Go ahead, push it up. And I'll tell you when to stop.
Up, up, and away. Well, in my dreams. I'm actually inside a $13 million flight simulator belonging to UPS. They have 8 of these 11-ton machines to keep their pilots certified. Trainer Cato Floro, himself a UPS pilot, shows me the ropes.
You don't have to be too ginger with it. It's not your dad's Cadillac.
Besides preparing their 2,600 pilots to fly under almost any conditions, it simulates taxiways and UPS gates at airports worldwide.
I just don't want to die.
Okay.
Okay, so
There's
I see the runway
straight up ahead, okay?
Let's just say UPS did not offer me a job.
I don't
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
I do not like that.
FedEx and UPS make massive investments in technology, using NASA-like control centers and custom-built computer programs to manage traffic in the skies. Both have one goal: solve weather and mechanical problems to get packages to their destination on time. At UPS, spare pilots and planes are at the ready to rescue deliveries that, if late, would cost between $5 and $30 a package. It adds up fast, considering every plane carries thousands of packages. UPS uses a technology called NextGen. It lands planes closer together, shaving minutes from flight times, and that means millions of dollars. And savings is why UPS uses technology to, as they put it, de-skill jobs, like loading delivery trucks. Before packages even arrive at the distribution center, UPS's preload assist system determines exactly where each one belongs and instantly blows loading info right onto the packages, or on bigger ones, the device simultaneously scans the barcode and prints a loading code that tells workers exactly what truck to put it on and precisely where inside. UPS's Chief Information Officer, Dave Barnes, shows us the company's global data center in Mahwah, New Jersey. Computers here use advanced logarithms to issue drivers their daily instructions.
10 years ago, could you do that same thing?
No, 10 years ago, we used to do this manually. We would train a number of our workers to memorize the routes of our drivers.
And on those routes, drivers are discouraged from making left turns because models show they add more wait time in traffic and increase the risk of accidents.
Optimizing right turns over left, we save money and have a safer workforce.
For both companies, the barcode is key. At the FedEx Ground Hub in Memphis, belts move boxes at 500 feet per minute, and there's no need to slow down for scanning.
This scan tunnel you see right here,
Ken Spangler, CIO of FedEx Ground, explains.
we're reading all 6 sides of the package. We're reading the barcode.
Okay, so was it getting interesting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So we'll continue that. Okay, now after a couple of minutes. First, let me go ahead to the attendance. Okay. So this is for first hour. Second hour attendance I'll take separately. So starting with Nishad,
Yes, sir.
Aditya, absent. Aishwarya,
Present, sir.
Akshata,
Present, sir.
Akshay Pujari, absent today. Then Akshay Kulkarni,
Present, sir.
Akshay Koradkeri, absent. Then Ankita,
Present, sir.
Anusha, absent. Apeksha, Arpita,
Present, sir.
Ashutosh, not present. Ashwini,
Yes, sir.
Prasad,
Yes, sir.
Supriya, yes.
Present, sir. Supriya, present, sir.
Yes, present. Divya,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
yeah. Gautam, Geeta,
Present, sir.
Gitanjali,
Present, sir.
Gururaj, Hanmantrai,
Yes, sir.
Bhimaya, Kalaya,
Present, sir.
Karthik,
Yes, sir.
Manjur,
Yes, sir.
Manoj is present. Okay. Meghna Kalburgi,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Present, sir.
Yes, Manoj and Meghna Kalburgi both are present. Then Meghna Lokhande, absent. Nagaratna,
Present, sir.
Nandan,
Present, sir.
Navya,
Yes, sir.
Nidhi,
Yes, sir.
Nikita,
Present, sir.
Pooja,
Yes, sir.
Pradeep, okay, absent. Pramod,
Yes, sir.
present. Pranjali,
Present, sir.
Prashant, Prema,
She's there.
She's
she is
present,
present.
sir.
Okay. Priya,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
yeah. Rahul, is not there. Then Ram,
Present, sir.
Rohit,
Yes, sir.
yes. Parsha,
Present, sir.
Samuel,
Absent, sir.
okay. Sharan,
Present, sir.
Sharayu,
Present, sir.
Shilpa, Shilpa, no. Then Shreya, then Srinidhi,
Present, sir.
Shruti, present, she is present, okay. Shweta Kokne, then Shweta,
She's not there, sir.
Shweta Kalkeri, she is also not there.
No, sir.
Snehal, okay, then Suchitra,
Present, sir.
Sudarshan, absent. Sudha, absent. Suman, absent. Maruf, absent. Vaishnavi,
Present, sir.
Vishal, absent. Then Sharadhi, absent. Anybody missed out your attendance call? Okay. So let me make the new share. Okay. So I'll continue the video at the end of the class. So I hope you can see the PowerPoint slides.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are into Unit 4, designing the supply chain network. Okay, so and we are going to learn chapter number 5 about network design in the supply chain. Okay. So if you can recall in the previous chapter, we learned about distribution network design. So from manufacturer to consumer, how the product flows. Okay, how the customer order flows from customer to manufacturer, and from manufacturer to customer, how the physical product flows. So those are called as a distribution network. They enable the manufacturer to fulfill a customer order by way of delivering the product to the customer. Okay, so here now to make that delivery available, okay, to make the delivery happen, a company needs to have, okay, facilities. These facilities means manufacturing plants or warehouses. Even they include distribution centers and retail stores. Wherever the finished good inventory is held, they are called as facilities. So in a given market, each country is considered as one market. So if I consider India as one market, say for example, okay, for a company like Samsung Electronics India, okay, or Hindustan Unilever Limited. So how many manufacturing plants they should have in the country, and what should be the location of each manufacturing plant in that country? What should be the production capacity of each of that facility? Which products will be manufactured in which factories? Which markets? If say, for example, if there are 4 factories in India for a company, okay, from which factory, which markets will be served? Market here means you can consider them as states in India. So from which factory, which market will be supplied? So what is actually required to distribution network to function is a network. What is that network? It is a collection of facilities. Okay, it is a collection of facilities. They may include manufacturing plants or warehouses or storage at the distributor or storage at the retailer. So a collection of these facilities, okay, and certain routes, from which route, okay, these products should travel, okay, from manufacturer to customer. Okay, so this is what we call it as a network design. This is what we call it as network design. Okay, so network design is also a long-term decision which cannot be reversed in short term. Okay, so what video you are looking at is of package carriers who collect the parcels from companies. So as they mentioned, one of the major companies, Amazon, okay, Amazon.com, okay, and they make home deliveries to the customers of Amazon. For example, one client, okay, they have many clients like that. Okay, so now what we are going to learn is exactly the location of the facilities, production capacity or capacity of the facilities. Okay, then type of products to be handled in each facility, which market should be supplied from which facility. So through what route, okay, the product should travel from manufacturer to customer. So a collection of these nodes and points is referred to as a network. So this is just a curtain raiser, okay, to bring you to a common platform. Okay, so what are we going to learn in this chapter is facility location. As I mentioned, facility means, now you know, maybe not less than 20 times I already explained what is a facility. So facility location, capacity allocation, what should be the production capacity of each factory, or what should be the storage capacity of each warehouse, and market allocation, from which warehouse which markets should be supplied. Market means in India you can consider them as states or districts. Okay, then factors influencing network design decisions and a strategic framework for facility location. So here is an illustration which we are going to learn. So how facility location and production capacity is decided, okay, and which markets to supply from which factory. We have illustration for this. Okay, so very beautiful one. We are going to learn that also. The network optimization models and a gravity location model we are going to learn, okay, that are actually used in determining an ideal location for the facilities. Okay, always remember, okay, there are two critical questions while locating a facility: whether the facility should be closer to the supplier of raw material or the facility should be closer to the market. Okay, so please remember this. We can recall in one of the chapters we gave an example of Japanese automakers in America. Okay, so they have located their factories closer to market, so that once the car dealers places order with the company, okay, just within 7 days the company will be able to deliver the cars to the dealer. So it takes only 7 days from the factory to dealer showroom. But whereas on an average in America it takes 14 days for a car to travel from factory to dealer showroom. Okay. Okay, so I hope you can understand what we are going to learn exactly. So this is how a conventional network looks like. Okay, so you can compare this with the previous chapter, distribution design networks. Okay, this is different. So let me explain. Okay, this is the conventional network. So these are a collection of suppliers. Now, as you can see, this is the location or collection of suppliers who supply raw materials to manufacturers. Okay, so these suppliers of raw materials are called as vendors. Please remember the term. And the place where suppliers of raw materials or vendors store their raw materials is called as distribution center. You should remember the terms always. So there are 1, 2, 3. There can be many number of vendors who supply raw materials for a company. Say for example Dell, for example. Okay, so they will have vendor for okay, motherboard, hard disks. They will have vendor for monitors. They will have vendor for keyboard. They will have vendor for mouse. They will have vendor for CPU cabinets and many more peripherals. So I hope you can understand. Then, okay, so here is the manufacturing facility. So as you can see, by receiving the components or raw materials, the manufacturer manufacture components. Okay, so this is the component manufacturing. Okay, some of the spare parts may be manufactured by the company itself. Some of the materials required to manufacture the main product are manufactured by the manufacturer himself, or it can be outsourced also. But whatever it is a component manufacturing facility performed in-house or outsourced. Then to manufacture these components, you need to maintain some materials, okay, in the manufacturing plant or near to manufacturing plant. So that is the materials distribution center. Okay, so similarly, they will also have a once the components are manufactured or parts of a product are manufactured, let us say automobile. Okay, parts of the automobile are manufactured or components of a computer are manufactured. You need a warehouse to keep those components. So we call them components or spare parts distribution center. So which should be located close to final assembly plant where all the components are assembled and the finished product is manufactured. For example, automobile, or for example, a personal computer. So once the finished goods are ready, you need a warehouse at the plant to store the finished goods. Okay. So if those who travel from Dharwad to Belgaum, you can see near Tata Motors. Okay, near the factory in the open place, many Tata Marco Polo trucks are parked, which are newly manufactured, which are not yet delivered to customers. And many Tata Hitachi excavators are also parked, okay, in the open space. Okay, that is nothing but the plant warehouse for finished goods of Tata Motors and Tata Hitachi. Okay, it is visible. Those who are traveled from Dharwad to Belgaum, okay, near Tata Motor plant. Okay, then to supply the finished goods throughout the market, like let's say a country in India, so you need to have finished goods distribution centers. Okay, how many number of finished goods distribution centers? These are called the warehouses. Okay, that again depends on the demand of the product. So from each finished goods distribution center, let us say if I consider one in North India and one in South India, for example. So from finished goods distribution center, you need to have many of these throughout the country. Remember this. So you need to have many of these throughout the country. You need to have many of the raw material vendors throughout the country. Remember that. So from finished goods distribution center, okay, distributors warehouse. These are the wholesalers. Okay, you can imagine the wholesalers. So you need to have a lot of wholesalers who will store the finished goods in their warehouses. So you will have, okay, a lot of warehouse distributors warehouses. Okay, throughout the country again. Say for a pharma FMCG company, it may have about 800 to 1000 distributors across a country. So again, each territory will have a distributor. Then within his or her own territory, each distributor will supply to the retail stores, and the retail stores will hold the finished goods inventory until the customer comes and purchases the product. So a collection of these retail stores, wholesaler warehouses, finished goods warehouses, finished goods plant warehouse, manufacturing or assembly plants, okay, and the distribution centers or warehouses of the raw material suppliers, all together put, we call it as a network. Okay, and what you are looking at is a network design, a traditional or conventional network design. So any questions? Who is not able to understand what is the network? Anybody? I'll wait for a minute. In fact, this is the backbone for any distribution network design. Remember, this is the backbone for any distribution network design. So many activities are involved in fulfilling a customer order. So I hope you appreciate next time when the Amazon or Flipkart delivery boy makes a delivery to your home. See, look at all this, whatever you are learning, each and every activity is involved. Okay, from placing an order online with Flipkart or Amazon, and you receiving the delivery at home. Every sentence I'm repeating, explaining, teaching, or discussing is involved in fulfilling your order when you place an order on Amazon or Flipkart, or for that matter anywhere. Even when you go to a store, kirana store, supermarket, and pick up a product, purchase and bring the product home, there also all these activities are involved. Behind the curtain these are. So students are not speaking. I hope there are no queries. So let me move on to the next part. So supply chain network design decisions include facility role. Okay, I have explained in brief in the beginning. Location of manufacturing plant or storage warehouse. Allocation of a capacity, production capacity or storage capacity to each facility, and allocation of markets to each facility. So from which warehouse or from which manufacturing plant, which nearby states or districts will be supplied. Okay, so these are the decisions that are taken with respect to supply chain network. This is exactly what we saw in the diagram here. Okay, then network design decisions. Okay, we'll learn them more in detail. Facility role. What role should each facility play? Okay, so whether the product will be components will be manufactured in the plant or it will be assembled in the plant. Okay, that is the major role. So whether it will be a manufacturing plant or it will be a store warehouse for finished goods. So what role the facility should play and what processes are performed at each facility. Okay, say if you consider Tata Motor plant, for example, in Dharwad, so only assembly is performed in the plant. Remember, there is no manufacturing of component. It takes place in Tata Motors Dharwad. Okay, all the manufactured components or spare parts arrive at Tata Motors Dharwad. So they are only assembled in Dharwad. Okay, so assembly happens in Dharwad Tata Motors plant. So that is the process. Okay, manufacturing of components, most of the times it is outsourced. For example, for Tata Marco Polo's bus seats are designed and manufactured by a third party called as Johnson Controls. Johnson Controls also has a manufacturing plant just closer to Tata Motors. It is on the opposite side of the Tata Motors. I think within 1 or 2 kilometers. Okay, towards Belgaum Road. Okay, then yeah, I think I will stop here and I will share the new meeting. Okay, so you all log in immediately. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do not do not
Yes,
spend too
sir.
much time. Join immediately.
Okay, sir.
You all can log out. I'm sending the new meet schedule.